Hey, thanks for visiting Restoration Recipes. I am going to show you how I make one of my various granolas. This one, it could be classified as gluten-free, or you can leave out the gluten-free oats and make it paleo. Whatever your eating style is. I think it would probably even be classified as Whole 30. I'm just a fan of eating always, all different ways. And I really like this granola to put on top of my acai bowls, or just to eat in a bowl with some milk, or just a snack on even. But I'll show you in another video how to make the acai bowls. They're amazing. So I started with, this is heavy on the nuts, really good, healthy fats. And I'm starting with the Royal Hawaiian Macadamia nuts. And as you can see here, I'm just chopping them. I have this little mix and chop type thing, and I don't want them like so fine that that it's powder, but I don't want it so big that I can't just take a normal bite of it. So to me, that's pretty good. And this is a full 2 cups, and so I'm going to scrape this into the bowl here. And I am going to be using just a variety of nuts. I love coconut. And so I am putting coconut in there, and I am using coconut oil. But if for whatever reason that's not your cup of tea, switch it out. Use avocado oil. It doesn't really have much of a flavor, so that's really good. So I have these in here, but I always want to taste everything to make sure they're not, I don't want to say rancid, because technically you should keep your nuts in the fridge. But if it's been a while, you don't want them tasting funky. So, okay, these taste fine. I'm only putting a little bit. I don't want a whole lot of those in there. And those were pumpkin seeds. Here are the pecans. I love pecans. And as you can see, I'm a very precise measurer here. Probably put in a half a cup. Here's some sliced almonds. So that's about a cup right there. And a half. And now I'm going to do some shredded coconut flakes. If you want to reduce the sugar, then use, that was about a half cup to a cup, because I like a lot of coconut. If you want to reduce the sugar, make sure you're using unsweetened coconut flakes. And so now I'm going to do a little bit of oats too. Now if you want to make it paleo, stop right here. Okay, this is your combo. You can even add like a little bit of dried cranberries or dried cherries or something. These are gluten-free oats, and I'm gonna add 1 handful, which is almost a cup right there, and see how that goes. If I look at it and feel like I want more, I'm gonna put more in it. And I am. So, we'll say 2 cups there. Hope you guys are writing on this recipe, because I sure am not. This is how I cook. I'm an instinctual cooker. So this is how it looks so far. And I'm just mixing it up really good. Now if you want to add anything like chocolate chips to it, you want to do that actually at the end, like after it's cooked. So that way it doesn't melt completely. So we got that there. And here I have 6 tablespoons of melted coconut oil. And I'm going to do, which is almost equivalent to a half a cup. And then the rest I'm going to do with some organic honey. This is organic raw honey. And you want the honey melted as well too. So, or should I say not melted, warmed, because it's kind of liquid already. But anyways, I'm going to put some seasoning in there too. You can do, I'm going to do some cardamom. So I'm just going to do like 1 drop in there, because one of those drops are equivalent to a teaspoon. I'm going to do some ginger, and I'm going to do a little nutmeg. I like to switch it up. I don't always do the same thing. Okay, let's get this out here. And this I'll do like a 1/4 teaspoon. Okay, so now we're going to mix that up really good. And since the honey is still kind of room temperature, I'm probably going to put this in the microwave for a small bit, just depending on how well this mixes up. If it doesn't give me a problem, then I'll just leave it as it is. But we just keep our honey in the cabinet at room temperature. Some people put it in the fridge and then you have to warm it up all the time. To each his own. Ooh, you know what would be really good? Ooh, let's add some vanilla to it. Okay. Let's see here. Got a little organic vanilla extract. That'd be tasty. So that was probably about a half a teaspoon. Again, I'm a very precise measurer. And I'm just mixing this up. And obviously if I wanted to be a little more responsible, I could do it in a bigger bowl and kind of whisk it really good. But let's see. Let's do that. So I'm going to put it in here and then I can whisk it up. I just use this bowl to make some spice nuts that I could just have on the go to snack on. And we did a combination of similar flavors. So I'm going to use my whisk here, just whisk this up. And the reason why you would kind of want that honey warmed a little bit is just because it'll be a little bit thinner and runnier and easier to coat all the nuts. Because what you're going to do is you're going to get that oven preparing at about 275. And you're going to put this on a big sheet, a Silpat, and you're going to cook it for about 45 minutes. So see, right now, let's see if you can see that. It's hard with the light. Nope, no light. Anyways, it's super, I'm going to let you see, super thick still. So I'm going to go ahead and warm it up just a little bit. And I'll put it in the microwave for probably like 30 seconds, if that, maybe 15. And then I'll be able to flip this whole thing of granola combo in there. And this is amazing with just some milk, like rice milk, almond milk, A2 milk, whatever kind of milk you personally prefer. Let's see here. That's good. So that didn't take long, and it's a little bit thinner. And I'm literally just going to, you can either drizzle it over it like this, and then flip it, which I left a little bit in the bowl, so I might flip it into that bowl since it's a little bit bigger for mixing. All right. There we go. This bowl, so funny. It's a basic mixing bowl, and you would never believe that it's 20 years old. When I got my very first place, when I moved out of my house, I went to Walmart, and they have like this set of mixing bowls that have 4 bowls in it, and it was on clearance, and I got it for 75 cents, and I still have this bowl. The other bowls I ended up letting the kids play with and all this other stuff, and this one I kept. I just love it. So you can see it's not super sticky, and it is, let me tip that up a little bit for you. It's not super sticky. It's still kind of flaky, but it does hold together really well with this. And so I'm going to get a Silpat on a cookie tray. And if you didn't hear me say this before, Silpats are kind of expensive when you go to most cooking stores, but you can get them at Costco for 3 of these for 12 bucks, which is great because they're normally 40 bucks for a single one. And it just keeps the food from sticking and really easy to clean up, and you don't have to like constantly be buying parchment paper and things like that to replenish. So I've got that, and now I'm just gonna lay this out on this parchment paper, or excuse me, here I am talking about parchment paper, on the Silpat. I'm gonna lay out as evenly as I possibly can, and just low and slow is what you're gonna cook it at. So for me, 275 for about 45 minutes, and it's gonna be, I really like my granola crispy. Super, crispy chewy, I should say, but more on the crispy side. If you want it a little more finer, because you want to put it truly on different acai bowls, or it's just a texture thing for you, all of those nuts that we ended up putting in here, you can just take one of these mix and chops and chop it up more to your liking. This, I could not even begin to tell you the nutritional value on it because, you know, all I know is like 1 cup of the macadamia nuts are 21 grams of fat. But you want fat. You want fat for your brain, for your body. It's just amazing. And ever since I've kind of come to that realization, my life has been a lot healthier, that's for sure. So, all right, I think we got it all in there. And we're going to bake that 45 minutes at 275. And then we're going to let it cool for 10 minutes. And then once it's cooled for 10 minutes, I'm going to crumble it up. And then I just have like a big glass jar that I keep it in. And you can keep it on the counter. You can keep it in the refrigerator. Whatever works for you. So I hope you give this a try. Give me some thumbs up, some subscribing, anything, comments, feedback, anything like that that you would like to share with me if you tried it, if you loved it, if you hated it, if you would like some different flavors, anything like that. I'd love to hear from you.